caught in a new relationship. Somebody has been caught kissing online and the picture has gone viral. Have y'all seen Usher Raymond with his new boo online? Have y'all seen him? Usher has a new girlfriend, honey, and he is, I guess she's saying he is such a good kisser, or she is such a good kisser, because he's smiling, he got his gold tooth showing and everything, and I'm like, oh, Usher, okay, we see you. Let me zoom it in a little bit. Usher, we see you, okay. So apparently the lady has been identified as Jennifer, I don't know how to pronounce her first name, her last name, Cook. Hold on, let me look it up. Jennifer something. It's Italian, whatever it is. But she lives in Goicoechea, Goicoechea, go whatever. That's her last name. But she's in Atlanta. I guess they met in Atlanta. They've been hanging around each other for quite some time now. Allegedly, Usher was, seeing Miss Goicoechea. Let me stop. Usher was chilling with Miss Jennifer for a long time. They were like pictured together. Remember when he had them dreads earlier this summer? They were together at a party in Atlanta. And my sources say, I have some of the best sources ever, but I never reveal who they are. But my sources say that he cheated on his wife with this girl. And I'm like, what? He been fighting in court over the herpes, and he had a girlfriend this whole time. No wonder his wife left him. No wonder they getting a divorce. Is the divorce even final? Y'all remember he married the lady that he cheated on Tamika Raymond with, and Tamika cheated on her husband with Usher. They got together, they had babies, and they got married, and then Usher allegedly cheated on Tamika with her bridesmaid, and then he allegedly cheated on Tamika with the Grace Miguel, who was also, working in the music industry. She ended up like managing him for a little while, and now he allegedly cheated on Grace with this particular lady, and this particular lady look just like Grace. Don't she look like Grace? I guess he has a type, honey. Tamika was the only black girl. I like brown, black girls. But allegedly, Usher has a type, and he's been sticking with it. And so he has a new girl. Now, speaking of Usher's type, y'all remember Quantasia? Who said that Usher gave her the herpes? Do you remember Quantasia? I don't know if I'm the only person who remember Quantasia. Quantasia has, she had a huge story. Huge, and look, no pun intended. She had a story about how she met Usher at the Days Inn, and allegedly they hooked up, and he gave her the herpes. She had dates and times of the everything, and her attorney came out and they spoke on it. Well, they say Quantasia must have got a check, honey, because Quantasia been flashing a whole bunch of money online. Quantasia been really traveling. Quantasia been in Beverly Hills. You see, she getting her fitness on. Her doctor must have told her she got to lose a few pounds before, she gets some nip tuck. But apparently, she got some, some coins, and now she could get whatever she wants. She can get whatever she wants. Allegedly. But the case was quietly dropped. She dropped it. And my thing is, if she was lying on that man, do you think that Usher would have let her drop the case without him filing a subsequent defamation lawsuit against her? I'm just saying, I'm just out here, I'm just a blogger, I'm just, looking just like y'all looking. But the case was quietly dropped back in September, and Quantasia quietly is all on Instagram flashing all these dollars and cents. Quantasia is traveling, Quantasia is on jets and stuff. It's like, okay, Quantasia, you better get it. You better get it, Quantasia. So apparently Usher doesn't have a type. So apparently Usher doesn't have a type. So I guess I retract that statement. Usher does not have a type. Now, I skipped all over Cynthia Bailey. I'm so sorry. I forgot. I was supposed to keep her in the Housewives segment. Oh well. She's so easily forgotten. But Cynthia Bailey has announced that she and Mike Hill will be getting married October 10th, 2020. She said, save the date. It's going to be the biggest wedding in history. She didn't say all that. I'm saying it. But y'all save the date. Keep it. Write it down. Let's see if it comes to fruition. We don't know. Let's see if Bravo gonna pay for it. Let's see if Cynthia gonna get her a wedding special. Let's see. Portia got one. Nene got one. Candy got one. Hell, Cynthia already got married on the show. We want to see her married again. Do we want to see it? Press 1 if we want to see Cynthia in a wedding show. I just want to know, are y'all interested? I don't know. Y'all might be. I don't know. I think Cynthia, she's the only one who hasn't had a spinoff. Who's to say? Who's to say that Cynthia is not worthy of a spinoff? Let me see. You said 2. Press 1 if you think Cynthia should have a spinoff, and press 2 if you'll wait. You said we already seen it. No, that's okay. We don't need to see number 2. Kenya hasn't had a spinoff. That's because Kenya didn't get married. Oh, my bad. Okay, so there's a picture. Cynthia says, save the date. This time and day next year, 10/10/20, I will officially be Mrs. Cynthia Denise Bailey. Officially, Cynthia Denise Bailey. Congratulations to Cynthia for letting us know that a year from now she will be Cynthia Denise Bailey. Okay, y'all don't seem too interested. Okay. Now, last but certainly not least, we've been talking about Basketball Wives for a week or so now, and I kind of caught up, but not really, but I get the gist of it. And apparently, this situation between Evelyn Lozada and OG is like heating up. Evelyn has started doing press. She's gone on who is it? Jason Lee had Evelyn on there. I want him to have. Y'all think Jason Lee had OG on there? Cause why we gotta hear from Evelyn? We don't want to hear Evelyn. We've seen what she had to say and what she's doing. I want to hear from OG. Somebody call OG. Tell OG to do some interviews so we can hear what OG has to say. Apparently, Evelyn went and got a restraining order against OG, pretending that her life was in danger. And the judge said, get out my courtroom. The judge said, get out of here. I don't believe you. Go away. In fact, since you've already filed a civil lawsuit against this woman, handle all of your grievances with that lawsuit, because this right here ain't it. And so, it was dismissed. Meanwhile, if you saw the reunion, they had OG separate from the rest of the cast, saying that she was a liability because she was dangerous, because she had threatened to, hit people, kill people, whatever the threats were. Shawnee claims that she pushed her or shoved her off stage. There has been no footage of anything, shown. And I'm still like, why are y'all saying all this stuff and not showing and prove what this girl did? But anyway, they made her sit in a separate area while they filmed on the set. OG originally was going to leave because she was like, I've earned my position on the couch. Why should I have to sit in a different set? They tried to tell her that Tammy Roman, had wanted a different set, so it was already set up, and so she shouldn't be offended. But come to find out, Tammy then got online after the fact, because she wasn't even at the reunion, and said, don't be trying to put me in that mess. I ain't had nothing to do with that. I didn't have absolutely nothing to do with it. So it's a whole lot going on with this situation. Everybody's still arguing about it. People are still debating about it. There are people on YouTube that, it's some disgusting individuals on YouTube, talking about, the monkey situation, who looks like a monkey, who doesn't, all of that, without knowing what the history of calling African Americans monkeys, where that comes from. It is just interesting. Then I did catch a teensy bit of Evelyn on Jason Lee's podcast, and she was saying she didn't say she was Afro Latina, and she said something about blacks. She said blacks think some, and I'm like, well, if you black, how you gonna call people blacks? So you have to go watch it. It's not even worth it. Like, at the end of the day, we've already made our assessment of the situation. Me personally, I'm not a basketball fan. I'm not a fan of either one of these ladies, but I can call it how I see it. It does appear that somebody is getting the short end of the stick based on their color, based on their appearance, based on their Afrocentric features, while someone else who people feel is beautiful, pretty, is getting light skin privilege, because she's been the star of the show so long. And even though she's been violent, we've seen her get violent on the screen. She's not a liability as opposed to OG, where she speaks violently. She says she gonna kill you, but we've never seen her get violent. So there's that. You said OG needs to play football. Anyone can get on Jason, whatever. Y'all so funny. There is such a hate for black women in America. I know. Colorism is beyond BB basketball wise. It is HTHTV, and that's why I've been speaking on it for so long, and it just gets so draining. And I almost want to just like, okay, I just want to sit it out. I just want to sit it out, because it feels like no matter what I say, how I say it, how I point it out, what I tell y'all to look at, it's still some younger people, because I feel like the older people pretty much know. The older people, I think y'all pretty much have sense. I think it's the 20 somethings, they kind of like they don't understand, or they don't see, I don't get it, because it's such a roast and gag culture that they rather sit around and call each other gorillas than call it out for what it is. Just my humble opinion. But I'd love to hear from you guys. Please, please, please call in. Voice your thoughts on the topic. Just Lovely has put the number in the chat, 718-362-6360. Pin number 9427819. Hold on, I'm calling in. You said colorism, racism, or preference. I think colorism. Hold on. Let me. No, I can't do but one thing at a time.